You are walking past small moments of happiness every single day without even noticing them. And that quiet habit of missing them is the real reason you feel the way you feel. Here is the part that is hard to hear. It is not that good moments are not happening in your life. They are. Small ones, every single day. The first warm sip in the morning. A message from someone who is thinking of you. A few minutes where nothing hurts and nothing is wrong. The problem is not that these moments are missing. The problem is that you walk straight through them on your way to the next thing, and they vanish before you ever actually feel them. There is one simple habit that changes this completely. Not a routine, not a list. One small thing you do once a day that slowly rewires how much happiness you are actually able to feel. And most people have never been taught it. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what that one habit is, why it works so deeply, and how to start it today in a way that takes less than a minute. And near the end, I'm going to share the part that makes this habit so quietly powerful that some people say it changed how their whole life feels. Stay with me for that. Let me tell you something about how the mind actually works, because it explains everything. Imagine two people living the exact same day. Same morning, same small kindness from a stranger. Same quiet evening at home. Same ordinary, unremarkable day. One of them goes to bed feeling like the day was empty and a little sad. The other goes to bed feeling like the day was genuinely good. Same day, completely different experience of it. The difference was not what happened to them. The difference was what they noticed. One walked through the day scanning for what was wrong, what was missing, what still needed fixing. The other caught the small good moments as they happened and let themselves actually feel them, even for a second. Your brain has a natural pull toward the negative. It is built to notice problems and threats far more easily than it notices what is good. This kept your ancestors alive, but it means that left on its own, your attention drifts toward what is wrong and walks right past what is right. So feeling happier is often not about adding more good things to your life. It is about finally catching the good things that are already there. That is the entire habit. And here is exactly how to do it. Catch one good moment a day and stay in it. The one habit is this. Once a day, catch a single good moment while it is actually happening. And instead of letting it pass, stay in it for 10 full seconds. That is it. That is the whole thing. It sounds almost too small to matter, but here is why it works. When you pause and let a good moment land, you are telling your brain, this counts. Notice this. Remember this. You are training your attention to register the good instead of skating past it. Over time, your mind slowly learns to do this on its own, and good moments stop slipping by unfelt. Today, the next time something small feels good, a taste, a warm bit of sun, a laugh, stop for 10 seconds and actually feel it. Do not photograph it. Do not narrate it. Just be inside it. Because the happiness you have been chasing is often not somewhere ahead of you. It is in the moments you keep walking past. Let it be ordinary. Here is where most people get it wrong. They think the moment has to be special, a celebration, an achievement, something worth marking. So they wait for the big moments and ignore the small ones. And the big moments are rare, so they almost never feel happy. The truth is the opposite. The moments that quietly build a happy life are almost always ordinary ones. The warmth of a blanket, the sound of rain when you are safe inside, a few seconds of quiet before the day begins. These are not small because they do not matter. They are small because they happen all the time. And the things that happen all the time are exactly what your life is mostly made of. Today, pick something completely ordinary and let it be enough. Do not wait for a moment worth posting. Choose a moment worth feeling. Think about it for a second. If your life is mostly made of ordinary days, then learning to feel the good in an ordinary day is learning to feel the good in your actual life. Name it. even silently. There is one small thing that makes this habit far more powerful, and it takes almost no effort. When you catch a good moment, name it quietly to yourself. This is good. Or just this. One word is enough. Here is why this matters. The moment you put even a single word to a good feeling, you pull it out of the background noise of your day and make it real. Naming it tells your brain to hold on to it for a moment longer instead of letting it dissolve. It turns something you barely noticed into something you actually had. Today, when a good moment comes, name it in your head. 2 words. This is good. And feel how just naming it makes it more solid, more real, more yours. Because a good moment you noticed is a gift. A good moment you named is a gift you actually opened. Stop saving happiness for later. Let me say something gently, because most people do this without realizing it. You keep postponing your happiness to a later that never quite comes. You tell yourself you will feel good when the week is over, when the project is done, when things finally settle down. So you treat today as something to get through on the way to a better day that is always somewhere ahead. And the problem is that when that better day finally arrives, you have already trained yourself to look past it toward the next one. The waiting becomes the habit, and the happiness stays permanently one step away. This one daily habit breaks that pattern because it forces you to find something good in today, not in some future version of your life, in this ordinary, unfinished, imperfect day, the only one you actually have right now. Today, do not wait for a better day to feel something good. Find one good moment inside this day exactly as it is, because later is not a place you will ever arrive. There is only ever now, quietly asking you to notice it. Let one moment be enough. Here is something that surprises people. You do not need many good moments to feel happier. You need to fully feel a few. Most people believe happiness is about quantity. More good things, more wins, more moments. So they chase and collect and accumulate, and they are still not happy because they never actually stopped to feel any of it. They were too busy reaching for the next one. But the person who fully feels one good moment a day ends up happier than the person who races past 100 of them. Today, let one moment be enough. Just one. Caught fully, felt completely, allowed to count. You do not need your whole day to be good. You need one moment of it to be truly felt. A single good moment, fully lived, is worth more than a perfect day you were too distracted to notice. And now the part I promised you. The reason this small habit goes so much deeper than it first appears. You are teaching yourself that your life is worth noticing. Here is what is really happening every time you stop and feel one good moment. You are sending yourself a quiet message underneath the habit itself. You are telling yourself that your life is worth paying attention to, that your ordinary days are worth being present for, that you are worth the 10 seconds it takes to feel something good. Most people move through their lives half present, always somewhere else in their minds, always on the way to the next thing. And underneath that is a quiet belief they never say out loud, that this moment, this day, this life is not quite worth fully showing up for, that the good part is always still coming. This one habit slowly heals that, because every time you stop and let a good moment land, you are practicing being present for your own life. You are telling yourself, gently and repeatedly, that the life you are actually living right now matters. And over time, that changes something far deeper than your mood. It changes your relationship with your own existence. You stop waiting for life to begin, and you start actually being in it. That is why people say this small thing changed everything. Not because catching one good moment is magic, but because it teaches you, one ordinary day at a time, that your life was always worth being here for. Today, when you catch your one good moment, let it mean that, "Whew, I am here. This is my life, and it is worth noticing." So here is the whole thing gathered into one. Once a day, catch a single good moment while it is happening. Let it be ordinary. Name it quietly to yourself. Stop saving your happiness for some later day. Let one fully felt moment be enough. And underneath all of it, let the habit teach you that your life is worth being present for. You do not need a different life to feel happier. You do not need more wins or a perfect day or everything finally sorted out. You need to stop walking past the quiet good that is already woven through your ordinary days and start letting yourself feel it, 10 seconds at a time. Picture yourself a month from now, having done this once a day. You would not have a new life. You would have the same one, but you would be awake to it in a way you are not right now. You would be catching the small good moments your old self used to miss completely, and slowly, without forcing anything, you would simply feel happier because you finally started noticing the happiness that was there the whole time. Tell me in the comments the one good moment you caught today. Just one. Naming it here is the practice itself, and someone reading it might catch theirs because you shared yours. And if this gave you something today, send it to the person you know who is always rushing, always on to the next thing, always too busy to feel the good in their own day. They might need this more than anyone. If this spoke to you, watch the one I made on the happiness mistake almost everyone makes every day. It is the natural next step from here. You were never far from happiness. You were just moving too quickly to feel it.